Alright, testing, 1, 2, 3. What's going on, fellow rogues? It's Maskmare here, and welcome back for what should definitely, without a shadow of a doubt, be the finale for Resident Evil 4 Remake. So yesterday, things got, like I was saying, like, you know, the stream before yesterday's stream, like, you know, things kind of got a little bit wild. Yesterday, one word, regenerators. It happened. And now I'm kind of like, you know, I've been finding like a need to make sure that I'm checking up under my bed like every hour, inside my closet every hour, to make sure one of those naked jiggly bastards isn't like lurking in my room. I mean, obviously it's exaggeration. I'm not really doing that, but it's kind of like what I feel like I need to do. They definitely, Capcom definitely overhauled them compared to how they were in the original Resident Evil 4. I was really surprised. Hopefully we ain't got to deal with any more of them. Which thankfully I kind of like it after I got like the little bio sensor scope for the sniper rifle. Things got like a lot easier. They weren't really as threatening, but still, you know, they definitely, you know, I think like Capcom really did double down on it, knowing that that was like the one part of the game that players practically unanimously, all things considered, you know, considered the scariest part of the game. I mean, the Vertigo is pretty much, you know, a good runner-up for them. A lot of people like, you know, also, you know, when Resident Evil 4 first came out, they were definitely thrown off by the Chainsaw Ganado. But I think like it's probably, I mean, I would say it's almost universally agreed on that the regenerators are definitely the scariest part about Resident Evil 4, and they overhauled them, you know, in the remake. So Capcom, you know, kudos, you know, for that. So anyways, we also, you know, took down Krauser yesterday, and what's basically, you know, had the path for us now is the last 2 chapters of the game. So I'm pretty sure I definitely should be able to finish this up today. Hopefully collect all the treasure along the way. I'm getting like we have like one more merchant request we gotta do. I'm trying to make sure we get all this knocked out of the way, so when I do more like, you know, subsequent playthroughs offline, you know, going for my platinum trophy in this, I ain't gotta worry about like any like the collectibles or anything like that. Trying to make sure we get all the Clockwork Castellans, which even if I wasn't to get them in the last 2 chapters, I can just reload a chapter and go get them from there. But we definitely have to get like all the treasures before we finish this playthrough. So I don't have to go back through and start over and do that at the very least, you know, for the island, because we got everything for the castle, we got everything for you know, the village. We still just have to do the island, and I think we have like we're over halfway done with the treasures there. So anyways, once we get this out of the way, what's gonna be next, you know, for me starting up next week, because originally, you know, today is usually like my multiplayer days, but I didn't really have anyone available, so we just like I just jumped in to go ahead and finish this off. Tomorrow's gonna be my day off, but Monday, I was talking to Mickey D3483. I got him a copy of Demonologist recently, as well as got myself a copy, and also Deceptus one. So hopefully I can get like both of them together, and we can all like, you know, play some Demonologist for you guys. But if not, you know, if not all three of us, at least me and Mac are gonna be playing. Demonologist is pretty much a game that's kind of like another Phasmo clone, but definitely makes me think of like the Conjuring series with a lot of like how this, you know, works. It's not like actually full on ghosts; it's actually, you know, straight up demons in this one. Can't wait to see how that goes. But also me and Mac, hopefully we'll be also playing Puppet Master the game. Don't know if we actually would need like a full group to properly play it. I'm hoping at the very least we can both go next. Like normally it's supposed to be like, I think it's supposed to be like a team of like 3 puppets versus like a human player, like, you know, like a human. And I'm hoping that me and Mac will be able to go in and like get something going with just the 2 of us, or we can try to get to set this in on it, or at least try to get a full group together somehow. I mean, Puppet Master is free to play on Steam, so hopefully I can actually get like a few more friends together. We can actually try to group up and play that. But it is like free to play on Steam for those who actually might be interested in trying the game out. Puppet Master is my absolute favorite horror series, so I was waiting a long time for the game to release. It released last month. I did like 1 stream for it so far with a single player mode. I just wanted, like, you know, get some multiplayer sessions going for it. So anyways, all that rambling aside, we're gonna go ahead and start this up now. Just want to run these updates for you guys and what's happening next week. We're gonna start off with, you know, on Monday with me and Mac are gonna be doing like a multiplayer stream on Monday, and then from there I'm going to probably start in Romancevania. I'm gonna do a full playthrough of probably take a couple days to do it, but after Romancevania, I'm gonna go ahead and like go back and do it like another playthrough of Coffee Talk, which I originally did back I think when I was on Mixer, and that's like in preparation for Coffee Talk episode 2. That's gonna be coming out in a few days. So got some things planned for you guys moving forward, but right now we just go ahead and just focus on this. Again, sorry for the ramblings, want to get all that out of the way so you guys knew it was coming. Anyways, get on with the actual game now, because I'm really excited to like see exactly how the conclusion this is gonna go, and they got any more surprises for us. So we got all this. Complete chapter 13, 14, defeat Krauser, perform 3 consecutive stealth kills without being detected. I wasn't even trying to do that. Kill 2 parasites inside a regenerator with a single bullet. Wasn't trying to do that. My body's a temple, so I did increase my health to the limit. I'll grab the attaché case to the large size. Alright, so we got the maximum size of the attaché case, which I figured because we're so close to the end of the game. So with that said, let me go and make sure. Alright. Okay, we've got all the Castellans so far. We just got 2 more we gotta get. So loading up chapter 15. So we're gonna get started with this. Although you finally able to lay this complicated history with crowds of rest, Leon can't afford to waste time being sentimental now. Sally's taking control of Ashley and appeared to the depths of the island. Ha! I got you that time. Had to read really fast, but y'all didn't stop me from reading off at that time. I feel like something that Capcom that's something I feel like could definitely be like something they could like kind of update. I know people don't really like load times, but the way that whole thing works right there is that, just before we continue, I also just realized, yeah, I was making sure I switched my input as well, because I have a habit of like not switching my input. I feel like that's something that Capcom definitely switch up. Like, normally people obviously hate long load times, I get that, but honestly, the way that whole screen like right there works is one of those things where once the game is loaded, it shows you an X, so you can actually, you know, start up whatever you want. That would give people like a chance to actually read that right there. I kind of feel like it's kind of like frustrating when people are trying to read the recap, maybe, if they actually want to read it, and then it's way too quickly that it goes in and transitions into the game. I feel like it should like be completely up to the player's choice to go ahead and press the X button if they want. So, I don't know. I know a lot of people probably don't really care about reading, may not care about reading the recap, but some might. You know, maybe if they're trying to, like, maybe they haven't played in a bit. Maybe, like, you know, they haven't played Resident Evil 4 in a bit, and they're trying to go back in and, like, get a quick, you know, refresher on what they just did. So, that's something I feel like Capcom could hopefully, like, change up to where it doesn't actually transition right on into, like, the game. I don't know. Might just be a minor gripe on my part. Alright, so let's see what we got here.
Their defenses are no joke.
Well, our offenses have been no joke.
That's gotta be their sanctuary.
What's also kind of I just noticed about this
Ashley
is the helicopter pilot from the previous game, previous Resident Evil 4. It's like I think they excluded him as well. I mean, I know they excluded, I can't remember if it was the U3 or whatever it was, but it was that one thing with the pincer tail I've talked about. That was excluded, but now it seems like they actually excluded the helicopter pilot. Now, a lot of people really liked him. Because there was like a lot of memes about how like I think like people got really frustrated because he died, because they really wanted Leon to buy him that beer because he helps you out through a very tough section of the game.
Gun rhymes with fun for a reason, stranger.
I kind of wish they didn't cut him though. I think it was it Ken? Was it I can't remember his name. That's the bad thing. I like him so much I forgot his name. But yeah, it was a helicopter pilot in the one part where he comes in and helps you out with like, you know, taking out all the soldiers that are coming after you.
There's some things money can't buy.
I'm trying to think here. I feel like I should go ahead and actually buy these things, or at least try to get them. Because I don't know if you actually need the attachments or not for the trophies, for any kind of trophies or whatever. I feel like I should at least get one, because I may end up using the Red 9 at some point. I think that's like the best handgun in the game. I was getting another gold token.
Oh, I knew you'd choose that one.
Because the main reason I was holding on to the Spinels previously was for the maps. But obviously we don't need that. We don't have the maps anymore. We don't need those, because I got like the last one. Alright. So that's basically everything we need for now. Alright, let's go and start mixing some stuff up. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and do this. This way I can kind of like save space by getting everything loaded. So little thing you got, like for those who maybe or might be new to Resident Evil, if you're running out of storage space, try loading up your guns. It might save you a few spots. It's always like something you definitely like want to like do. Make sure you reload your guns and everything, because that could be like the crucial thing that could help you out, have like a few more spots for stuff. All right. All right. So now that we got that out of the way. Ah, sheesh, she's got a machine gun. Okay, so they're coming at me hard now. Oh, so they did bring him in, I think. Oh, so they did put him in it. Nice. I was like, wait, why would they leave him out? So we did get him after all. And it's a whole nother ball game now. Fly the Valkyries, bitches. I'm so glad they didn't exclude him. I love this guy. Mike. It was Mike. No, you don't just owe Hunnigan, you owe Mike.
Oh yeah, more customers. Lure them into an open area. I'll give them what they came for.
You mean like this? Hey, not nice. Oh, 2 for 1. There you go.
Not bad, right?
Probably should have repaired my knife in the merchant, but whatever. All right, bring it. Oh, kick this head clear off. Don't worry. They keep coming. I'll make sure they keep going. I might want to heal real quick. All right, we got another herb. Yeah, things just kind of like, you know, nice start to this stream.
Not bad, right?
All right, takes care of all of them. Not nice. Wait your turn. I'm sorry, what was that you were doing? I mean, I got this one, Mike, but not just yet. This guy, I owe him something. Screw you. All right, now I can go. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I can't. Hold on. Gotta get my lucky charms. Oh, actually, it's noticed the veins on Leon's arm right there from him transforming. Okay, we got ourselves a barrel. But nothing to okay, that's where I sold all that. See, if I would have waited, I could have put that in something. Alright, so Mike cleared the way for me. Make sure there's nothing else. I definitely don't want to forget any treasures in this part. So I've got to really keep an eye out because things are going to be hectic here. I could use that gun against them. Make sure I get everything first. Alright, hold up. Alright, so who's next? Alright, so, we're gonna be climbing up that way anyway, I'm sure. Then we got another one right there. And we got like the few other little remnants all around here. Alright, I'll leave you to it. Sounds good to me. So let's be real, I'm not gonna let you have all of it. I wanna be laughing.
What can I say? I never miss.
Not bad at all.
Alright. But I can't let him have all the fun, you know. Shit, I can't, unfortunately, I can't. Well, it's not like I need that scope anyway. Wait for it. Booyah. Don't know if I hit anything, but at least I probably gave someone a headache. Alright. I'm digging this music, though. Like, it's very high octane. If this actually played, like, you know, in the Mercenaries mode, I would not be opposed to it. Alright, so let's see what we got up here. Okay, treasure's right around here. Thankfully, they put in an area where it's like not as crazy. Just gotta find it. Hold up. I hear it. There it is. It looks like a velvet blue. Ah, shit. Yeah, I'm about to take the piss out of him. I got it. After all, they're firing on you, they can't fire on me. Alright. That's adorable. They think I can't get in. Well, I'll find a way, dude. I'll find a way in there. Alright. Now, obviously, I'm pretty sure set piece wise, they're not gonna let Mike die before I do what I gotta do. You guys, however, are fair game. I'm kind of. Hold that thought, dude. Just hold that thought. Solar flare. That should give me like just enough time to hopefully close the distance on this bitch. Or try to. Okay, I stand corrected. Let me get down here. You guys don't want to kill me. You don't know what happened. Know what happened to the last guys that did that. You guys apparently don't know, but I work really well when I'm cornered. Seriously, don't underestimate me. It's hazardous for your health. It's really easy when you got your stun rod, huh? Except it's not. Oh, and don't get up. Always try to be the opportunist, huh? How'd that work out for you? Yep. Didn't your mother tell you not to play with fire? So, anyone else want to try to corner me? I mean, it's up to you. I got... Oh, no, you don't. Alright, I got something for this guy. Okay, I ain't got no grenades, but I can improvise. They're not. Bullseye. Of course. They just ain't gonna learn. So someone else hasn't got in. All right, no one else got in the turret. Yeah, I can't go there and get it myself. Where it sucks, I was gonna get them a nice little case of Tourette syndrome or turret syndrome. Just gonna hang out up there and just, you know, take pop shots at me, huh? Yeah, how about we just don't? I gotta do something about that, though. Because this guy right here is gonna be problematic as well. I need to try to take... You're really beginning to make me mad. He's down at least. Let's get rid of this one. Right, sounds like he's about to... No? I think I got him. No, he's getting... Alright, I got him. Alright, that one's down. I know it's not gonna be easy to get out there. It's probably gonna be guarded. It's all good. I'll let him think that, you know, he's all safe and sound in his little hidey tower. Well, shoot, I thought... It's kind of weird I gotta go down to go up. I mean... That's what they're telling me I gotta do. I gotta... Let's see. Okay, no, that put me out back over here. So there's gotta be a way to get up there from here. Turn it down just a little bit. Alright. So I can't get there to Mike until... I can't help Mike until I get... Like, you figured there's like a... Maybe a ladder. Maybe I missed it. But it only seems like there's any way to go up in here unless... No, that's not it. That's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's go back up. See, this whole section seems like it's even more involved than I think the previous one, but also it's not as frustrating. I think a lot of people hated the island section. Me personally, I never really minded it per se, but... How about now? Come on. God, that was satisfying. Heh. Yeah, let's get away from that. All right, that's gonna... Bad place for you to be. Look, I'll suplex my way right on... Who the hell did that? Who did it? Someone's about to die. Especially because now, well...
None left.
I see how... Hey, you really want to just send me back down here with this... I know how it goes. You want to send me back down that way so that thing could eat me, but that's not how this goes. You, however, are about to, like, let's just say... Got some lights little rocket launcher there. But I don't need to overcompensate. I'm gonna get your ass, just hold on. He still got fired the shot off. Okay. Good luck doing that without a brain stem. Or, you know, a ability to breathe or do anything. You know, I kind of killed you. Here we go.
Time for a taste of your own medicine.
Yo. Oh, no, you boys don't. Now it's my turn to show you how it feels to get a little bit of Tourette syndrome. You do know that's gonna blow up before you can get to me, right? And the point of throwing it is to, you know, throw it at me. I'm like up here. I mean, do you need me to like raise a big, massive white flag? Well, actually not white, because I'm not giving up. You want me to like send out a flare? I mean, to show you exactly where I am, so you know where to aim, you know, the thing. So I can run out of the way and cause you to still miss. I think Mike's got. Look at him. He's trying to hold on. He was so determined to get up those stairs after me. How'd that work out for you? Anyways. I think that's all of them for here. Got all the treasure. Just gotta keep going. This section actually is like was fun. It's fun compared to how it was in the previous game. 'Cause like I said, I never minded it per se. The island section. I mean, this whole part in the previous was kind of a pain in the ass. But now it's, you know, more streamlined. It feels more fun. I thought I was about to say, wait, did they do that? Come on! Let's... Hang on, I don't know what he was about to say. I know what I'm about to do. Oh, I can. Don't worry. Do worry about that. Oh, I won't. This is just Saturday afternoon for me. Took you long enough to show up, punk. And here's your departure. Yeah, and I'll shoot. Gives me a reason to shoot you in the head again. Thought I wasn't paying attention, didn't you? Ah, such naivete. I wouldn't be laughing. I mean, considering, like, you know, you're sitting next to a big boom boom. Again, I'm not. You think I'm not paying attention? All right, who's next? Oh, no takers. Okay, well, I'll just carry on right along my merry little way here and just beat the crap out of a lot more of your friends. Okay, so that's... You come here, I'm gonna kick your ass. That's what's gonna happen. I warned you. Well, actually, I kicked his face, but I mean, potato, potato. I mean, they both look the same to me. More so now. That's like what came out of someone's ass. Please don't corner me. That was a warning from my safety, by the way. That was yours. Not so fast, Squiggly. All these herbs I've got, I'm not even using them. Make sure I'm taking care of during this section. And also, I know I'm talking like just mad shit today, guys, but it's just because I'm actually just really excited. We're close to the end of the game. Not out of the fact that I'm hating the game, because obviously I've been loving it, but just because, you know, sense of accomplishment. Let's go ahead and mix these together. Take your time. Thank you. There's these boys right here might be a bit of a challenge. Or if I can properly align myself, I can pop them. Let's see. I don't think the other one's gonna be able to hit me right here, so I can focus on this guy. What the hell? Okay. So you guys apparently are just, once again, underestimating my abilities here. I mean, it's kind of adorable. But I'm not gonna compliment you, you know? See, the problem we got is I'm gonna try to make a run for it, I'm gonna get shot. It's that creep right there that somehow managed to... I aim for one and the other one shoots me. That'll be enough of that. Shit. You're not getting back on that turret, dude. So, where's your backup, buddy? Guess he thinks he don't need it, okay. Not nice. Ah, crud. Here we go. I don't think so. Alright, so is that everything so far? I'm just making sure we got everything we need. Yeah, with just like... I'm guessing maybe like what I was supposed to do here was like probably like duck in and out between them. I wasn't taking those chances because they would have mowed my ass down if I probably would have tried that. Sure, got everything. Alright, so now we got all that. Head on up here. Flip this switch. Probably gonna bring in some more ads. Boy, I caught that one right, didn't I? Dibs. My turret.
I hate bugs.
Shit. Well, guess I'm out of bullets, but not out of explosives. Is that freaking... Yo, Squiggly. Damn it, I can't...
One down.
Ah, darn it. Don't know if it's... Trying to see where it... There it is. Just need to watch myself because I don't know if that that was the same one that was trying to come upstairs after me or not. It's the best thing I can do. Meet him halfway. Alright, where you at, Squiggly? You're not Squiggly. Oh, they got one of those bull bastards. Alright, come on down. I'll take every last one of you on. Oh, so y'all just gonna hang out up there and just throw stuff at me? Yeah, that's not how this is gonna go. I'll just come up to you. Yo, dork and a half. Right here. You think I'm scared of your ass? Hardly, dude. And by the way, your bright eyes, right here. Oh shit. Now he sees me. Yeah, we're not gonna do any of that crap. We always gotta step and throw stuff. You either come down here and fight or stay out of it. Dumbass. Anyone else want to be like that guy right there? You know, just exist? Shit, I can't. Well. Bullseye. I think that should be about all of them, hopefully. Let's climb up here. I gotta go hit this thing. I just want to make sure I cleared the way first. Alright, let's see. Get this. Mix these two. Sort my thing while we're at it. Alright. Shotgun shells. I'll take it. And that's that. Make sure there's no treasure here. Now there's some handgun ammo over there, but I don't think I'm gonna need it. I'm kind of doing pretty good right now. I'm saying that I watched if they're like an unexpected boss at me I ain't never seen before. Let me see. I'm trying to see, make sure. Wait, did I actually grab it? Okay, never mind. It's up there. Well, I mean, it's not that far off. I feel like I should go ahead and go get it. It can't hurt. I mean, it's not like that far out of the way. Now, if it was like all the way across the map and everything, I wouldn't bother with it. I'm surprised I missed it. I swear I got everything from back here. Whatever the case. Two more treasures over here. How many more we need? We need like 5 more. Nice, 19, 20, 22. Yeah. I think I know this part.
Thanks.
Still hurts as much as last time. Oh god, they made it worse this time for him. Last time they just blasted him out of the sky. Freaking those stupid bugs. Damn it, Mike. I feel I would have preferred him just get blasted out of the sky if they were gonna, like... That's just disrespectful.
Mike!
You're dead. Yeah, please give me a chance to take these things out. Yeah. No, these guys are next to go. This is for Mike. See, I can't recall if you can actually take out, I think like maybe, if I remember correctly, in the original, because what happens to Mike in the original, and that just still pisses me off right there, because they made us more emotional, because he actually lowered a ladder down for Leon to get out. Previously, Mike came in and helped you. Then afterwards, did the whole line, you know, of, see, Leon was originally the one, I think, like, told him that he was gonna, when he got out there, he was gonna buy him a beer. So basically, they, like, this is what kind of makes it a little bit more, sad. Previously, Leon was the one that offered Mike the beer. You know, offered him a drink, you know, in the previous one. And then, Mike was like, I know a good bar. And then he got shot out of the sky with a rocket launcher. This time, Mike was the one offering Leon drinks. Saying, drinks are on me, I know a good bar. But they had, like, the freaking Novicidors come in and just do that. But, on one hand, it made Mike look more badass. Because he was trying to shake them off. It actually was like he had a chance. He was, you know, they basically were getting more of a fighting chance in a way. Or he was actually trying to fight back. With a rocket launcher, that's it. You know, you get blasted with a rocket launcher in your helicopter, you're basically done. But with that, the Novicidors, they kind of seemed like they're actually showing that Mike at least had went out fighting. But that made it also more emotional. So they definitely overdid, definitely not overdid. They definitely, did better with the Mike scene there. Still, I just hate the fact that, he died. I understand it had to happen for the storytelling. Like, in some ways, I mean, there's a thing in comic books called, like when it comes to like, when a female character is killed, to basically give more oomph to the male protagonist's storyline. The reason it's called fridging is it's called fridging because in a Green Lantern comic book, Major Force. So this is back when Kyle Rayner was the main Green Lantern. I think it was like during all this stuff with like Hal Jordan, becoming Parallax, I believe. Whatever case, main Green Lantern at the time was Kyle Rayner. And Major Force had actually, killed Kyle Rayner's girlfriend and stuffed her in a freezer, in their refrigerator. Left her there for, Kyle to find. And since then, that there's basically this whole thing where it's called fridging. Very controversial thing. Where whenever you see like a female character who basically is used solely for the advancement of the plot for the male character and make him, give him more motivation to get, I guess, to beat down the big bad and everything. It's called fridging, usually. They don't obviously, it's basically any similar thing that happens when, like, a female character is killed off. Like, fridging was the original thing. But it can be, like, any number of things that pretty much, make it happen. Like, there's a scene in my book where, the book that I'm writing, where, the main female lead, something happens to her, and it basically becomes, like, my character's motivation to pretty much, unleash like just how powerful he actually can be and everything to take down like the big bad they're dealing with at the time. However, she doesn't die. She gets like hurt a lot, but then like something pretty much happens like towards the end of the chapter, like during the whole little storyline there, where my character almost dies, as well as the two people there like teamed up with him. His two friends are helping him out, and she's the one that actually ends up saving them. So it kind of like gets reversed. But yeah, the kind of like this is what I feel is like what happened with Mike right there, and the fact that he died. And that was basically like more of Leon's motivation to kill Sadler, because that was someone who helped out Leon, and his purpose, even though he came in and helped Leon, his purpose at the end more than anything was just to die for Leon to have more motivation. I don't know. It's just Mike is like one of those characters. He had like such a small amount of screen time, but it's like so many players loved him. I think like there's a lot of times I've just went on Reddit forums and people have actually praised Mike. And it's understandable, it's like they had him on screen for just such a small amount of time. But, he was like probably like one of your biggest helpers in the game. I mean, yeah, Ada's been there like a few times, like, behind the scenes trying to help you. But Mike comes in guns blazing and helps you through this whole section that honestly, with even as alpha as Leon is, he wouldn't have been able to make it through all that realistically. By himself. It's talking about realistically when this game is, I mean, no means whatsoever about things that are considered properly realistic, but you get the gist. Alright, so anyways, we got like the last merchant thing here, should be. Which is pretty simple, just gotta shoot the medallions. I mean, all the merchant things have been pretty simple, aside from ones where I have to fight something that's stronger than the other monsters I've dealt with. Alright, I'm guessing this is down below. Now, saying there's thing. I guess like what the trick is here is they're gonna be a little bit trickier to find. I know there's one down here. There's treasure down here too. So just make sure this isn't the way I'm supposed to be going, because it could be. If it is, if it looks like I'm gonna have to keep going further, I'm just gonna double back. What we got here? Oh! Can it be upgraded? 25,000 just at base. I mean, I'll take it. Would be cool if we could have upgraded it, but... Or inlaid it. MDCCC XXV. I mean, obviously I know that that's Roman numerals. I just can't remember. I think that obviously XX is, 10, so that's... At least I know, like, at the end. I think, like... I know that I believe the C stand for century, if I'm correct with Roman numerals. So that's like 327. I don't know. It's just M and D I'm not sure about. I mean, it might even be the concept of Roman numerals, whatever the case. Seems like it's a very old headstone, though. The bones of our brethren rest in all nations. The blood of our brethren provides all food. We die only to be reborn. We live on through eternity. We reign absolute. Except when I came along and kind of like ran all your little plans down the drain. I'm having a feeling it's probably like I might be able to see it like throughout here. See, it's... There it is. Yeah, I just saw a glimpse of blue. That's the thing. These are a little bit trickier to find. I mean, they tell you where they are on the map. There's one up there. So I'm guessing it's gonna probably... Yeah, we'll get to that one in a second. This one looks like it's probably gonna be like, probably maybe on through. I just want to make sure I don't progress too far in. Then again, this is like, yeah. We can't go any further down here anyway. It's just like an area to get some treasure, so we have to go back up. At the very least, if we can just get this done, that's going to ease my mind in regards to the merchant things, because I was hoping I didn't miss any. I mean, I knew we had one more. But just to confirm this, I'm pretty sure it said that this was like the last quest. Shoot. Yeah. Once this is done. Yeah. Just gotta do this one and we got all the merchant requests. We're done with those. I just want to confirm. I mean, I was pretty sure I made sure that every area I went to, I didn't continue onwards until I finished, like, you know, the quest. I was being pretty meticulous about that, so. Let's check up top, because it could be that even if it is, like, you know, it's like, look like this, it shows it's, like, down below, but it may be saying I can only shoot from up above. Because there's, like, a lot of rubbish and everything down here, or foliage, rubble and all that. At the very least, it can give you a better vantage point. Even if it's not by much. So going by this. Not seeing it up here. So I have to be able to shoot it from down here. Like I said, it shouldn't take me too long to find this thing. Just gotta keep looking. Hold up. Wait a minute. Oh, y'all tricky schmucks. How dare you? That's what it was. One more to go, and it looks like it's on downwards down the path, so we'll get that. But I want to make sure I can see if I can shoot it from out here. Just to be safe. Yeah, it looks to me like, you know, I'm only gonna be able to, like, go through here and hit it. So, looking at this. See, we can get that treasure right here. But that's like that. So I'm assuming how it's gonna go is it's gonna be like one that's gonna be up higher, but we can't, may not be. What that was.
What the? Not one of these again.
Great. You know, I thought I was done with them. Listen here, you naked dork. I ain't got time for this. Catch me outside. How about that? I scared him off with Aaron, that meme. Alright, look, you freaking. I need to heal anyway. Alright, it's trap card time again. Or solar flare, more specifically. It's gonna be like right there. I shot first! Shit, he went around there. Damn it. Alright, at least I got really good with that shot right there. Just gotta hit that last one. I hate when they do that. Alright. Which is fine by me. I need you to get closer anyway. Done. Better just lure him on over to me, thinks I know I can parry them. Which I should have just been, I mean, I just wish I would have been able to remember I could parry when I was fighting Krauser. That's the thing, like, sometimes, I mean, I've just learned in games, like, it's good to try to bait something. If you feel like, you know, you're confident that you can take them down, try to bait them closer to you. Like I said, the regenerators, originally, they were just, I mean, they're still creepy as heck. I mean, But now that I actually, know how to handle them, they're not really that bad. Now that tougher one I dealt with yesterday, I mean, that one was a bit of a pain. But I think it's mostly because I didn't really have like a huge amount of ammo to really fight him with. I didn't know what to expect. Because for one thing, in the original, the Iron Maidens never got, like, the normal ones never turned into Iron Maidens. Okay, at least I hear the Castellans. That's in here. Biological specimen transfer. The repairs were completed without issue. Since the facility was previously used for confinement, the work required to reinforce the airtight ceiling was minimal. As long as we don't run into any issues with the cooling systems test, we plan to bring in all the remaining specimens from Facility 1. Yeah, how about this? Keep them where they are. At least until I get out of here. They're talking about regenerators. All specimens were successfully transferred. However, we experienced a slight hiccup during transport as one of them became violent. Luckily, the number of casualties was less than anticipated. Please be careful when dealing with them. We have received reports that they begin to require tolerance to the low temperatures. So, is this the regenerators or something new? I mean, I bet you what they're probably doing, where they're probably trying to say I'm not done with the regenerators yet. Which, hey, more nightmare fuel. See, because I think it's like, I'm guessing these bags are what they're transporting them in. So, yeah, we're not done with the regenerators, I suppose. One more of these to go. Alright, there's a treasure. Hopefully I don't get jumped when I'm grabbing it, because it'll be a perfect place for them to do it. Splendid bangle. Alright. So, it's saying that the... trying to look around. Because it's saying that the last thing is out here somewhere. I mean, it don't seem like there's another floor. So it's got to be like blending in with the architecture here somewhat. Just got to look around for it. So once I get this, we are done with the merchant request. Let me see. Snake, maybe? I ain't seen no snakes in any of the crates in a while. That's been surprising. I'm trying to check like all sides of this because it could definitely be there. Alright, let's try to see if we can get like right up under it. So it's right here. Wait a minute. I think I already checked this in here, but... See, the good thing is that we're in a darker area, so it would stick out like it would show up really well. It'd be really easy to see it. Bad news is, unfortunately, I'm not able to see it. And I don't want to like go too far in, because see, this is a door where like, I'm concerned. Because that's going to lower back down. It may come down, I could be trapped in here. I can't come back out. But then again, I do see an elevator right there. I just don't know if it's going up or down. Let me check something real quick just to confirm this. I want to make sure, because normally I wouldn't, but I want to make sure that I've... See. Give me one sec, guys. Trying to find like an article for it. On it. So I hate getting on my phone on screen, but like the way this game has been is about like, the backtracking, like get places where, you'll get stuck. But then again, it may not be the case because, I mean, I don't know. See, it looks like we gotta keep on going this way. So it may not be the case. That right there is like, it seems like it's just like kind of closed off. So they wouldn't like lock me in there where I can't get out. Give me a second here. I'm just checking this last one. It should be the very last one. trying to see this because so this thing's not helping at all. Maybe like scrolls. It should be like the very last one, we would think. All right, let's just. I'm gonna go try to go into this room and hope that it's not gonna lock me out. I'm just hoping. Ah, shit. I was just talking about like there's been a while since I've seen a snake in there. So I'm going to get out of here because I'm pretty sure like this is a perfect place for these creeps to come to life. Let me shut up because I keep on putting my foot. Putting my foot dead square in my mouth. Ow! See, I told you so! Just stay over there, fugly. Dude, I'm telling you, you don't want to do this! I'm getting sick and tired of y'all doing that Stretch Armstrong crap, okay? Now sit down and shut up. Not today, alright? I said knock it off. Oh, so we're resorting to this now, huh? God dang it. Problem is, I'm out of, Alright. This is all I needed. All I needed. Let's make sure I did. All right, now if I can just get this last one. Hold on, I see right there. Had to BS my way out of that one, but I got him. Oh, come on! Hold on. Dude, step off, you spiky. Oh my god. Totally not cool, dude. This is all I needed, man. No. Bad dog. What's frustrating me about this? Where? Oh my! It's the only way y'all can beat me. You gotta freaking, you know, try to gang up on someone. Let me ask you something. You really think that's gonna work? I'm mouthing off a lot or whatever. It's just they put me in this stupid situation right here where I'm dealing with these things. It's really frustrating when I don't have a whole lot else to work with on them. You just made a very big mistake. So I'm trying to keep my ammo and everything.
I'm out.
Oh my god, dude. This is unbelievable. It's like I've got no way to defend myself against them now. And I promise you, if I die, I'm gonna come back in here and you're not gonna like what happens. As far as such BS, dude. See, and I shoot this thing. See, I take on one.
Come on.
Finally. That's for you. I thought shoot you up until I see your weak spots.
Shit.
Great. Everything was going so well before I went in this room. You know what? Fine. We're gonna load it back up. You boys want to play? We're gonna play. It's just that was such BS right there, and that. Go back down and go and collect that treasure again.
What the?
Great. Now this one. Get out. You see, you really should have stayed in that bag. Get out of my way. I got something I gotta take care of. What really didn't help is the fact that while I was trying to deal with the one. Yeah, definitely. Now that I know they're in there. Alright, so I get it now. See, that specimen storage, so I've got to figure out where this thing is here. So it definitely isn't in that area, I don't think. So this actually might have been a good thing, because if I would have I kept going where I might have got to a point where I wouldn't be able to get this last medallion. Oh, that is just evil. So that's where it was. Good thing I doubled back. So if I would have kept going, it's actually a good thing I carried, like I reloaded, because otherwise I would have missed this. All right, just line my shot. All right, so blessing in disguise. Still gonna kill them though. It's always fun when we just, you know, when we cheese it up. Just, you know, go ahead and just try to cause someone some problems. These guys are about to have a very bad day, though. At my way, which I definitely intend to. Don't. Alright. Get your ass out here. See, yeah, you can't do it any other way, can you? Newsflash, Buster. Oh my. Freaking coward. Now I'll teach you a lesson. Now go ahead and do that stupid thing where. Go ahead, come on. That'll teach you a lesson, oh, punk ass. Now where's your friend at? The one who decided he wanted to jump in, not mind his own business. Come on, where you at? I mean, you were so intrigued to come out here and mess with me when you know he was there. Come on, where you at? Come on out. See what happens. I mean, come on, we know you're here. Don't be shy. There you are, you little bastard.
Not one of these
It sucks to be you. That's how I was make sure Great. I'll check out your friend, I'll do the same thing to you. Don't think so. Thanks for the opening, though. It's not killing him, though. I'm shooting. Yeah, they stupid tactics again. Okay, you know what? Screw this. Okay, I'm shot point blank with that. They're trying to say I didn't connect. It's because these stupid bags, for one thing. Did I hit him that time?
Come on.
No, I said I was going to take him out, and that's what I'm going to do. Just first I shot him multiple times in his mouth or whatever, and it didn't kill him. Whatever the case, I'm getting the hell on out of here. The hell? Are you trying to tell me that? No, they're not trying to tell me there's no way out of this work. I know dang well that, you know, there has to be. Oh, I get it now. So this is the path we're taking with this. I wasn't even supposed to fight those things off. I was supposed to just do this or wherever and just run. Alright, another treasure. The silver token. Well, they ain't luck we ain't gotta deal with any more of those things. Ever. At least not in this playthrough. All I can hope for, Hank. Alright, this should be the last request.
Stranger, I heard you took care of that last request.
That I did.
Well done deserves payment in kind. Well then, what can I do you for?
Alright, so now we're just gonna sell the staff of royalty. These two.
Ruby's all rubbish. It makes no difference. The price, well, that's our
I got.
choice to make.
Alright, I got. Let me see. Let's sell everything in bulk. So I got 2 barrels I can put into the bangle. See. Didn't raise the price by much, but
Didn't travel. Welcome. What can I interest
let's
you
see. On sell. Right.
I'll buy almost anything. Stranger. Ooh, I'll pay a pretty penny. Give that the care it deserves, mate.
Probably wouldn't be a good idea to go and get these recipes.
Commodity these days.
So I can at least, you know, as you're moving forward, I can actually make these things. Alright.
Knife needs care every once in a while. There you are, as you wished.
Still eventually gotta get that.
Got a selection of good things on sale, stranger. Come back anytime.
So do I, how many tokens do I have? I only got 1 of each. I don't have enough to get 2 of the, Alright, so we've literally only got, like, these, like, those treasures right there, so we're about to have that trophy, too. And we only got, like, 1 more Clockwork Castellan to get. And we're gonna pretty much have all the collectibles. What I like about this is that this is like one of those games where you have to get all the files. Like usually Resident Evil requires you to get like all the file logs in the game, but you know, file logs, but they didn't do it this time. You gonna take that shot or what? I see you up there. If you ain't gonna take it, I'll take it for you. Really? Oh my god. Finally. By the way, if you're gonna wear a helmet, let it actually protect you.
Almost there.
Great. Of course they put these things like where I wouldn't expect them. Cool. Well, y'all got me with that one, but now I know they're out here, so. Come on. Wow, and you hit the wall. Okay, good for you. The point is to hit me, not the wall. Oh, well, you're missing your helmet. That's not really a good thing, you know?
Next.
Done. Need to watch him because he couldn't end up transforming. Oh, no. They're putting like a lot of effort into hiding something back here, so. I don't know. Probably best try to like hit those those on the way down if I want to come back down. Probably could really be much reason to do that, but. A good place to be, bug boys. Wait for it. Don't know if I hit any of them, but... Okay, that guy's toast. And it gets me like when I'm behind a wall is when that guy can hit me with it, manages to shoot me. So I thought, oh, you tired of being ambushed by you little creeps. That's the thing, 'cause I heard like another one floating around and then another one hit me. And the fish is back. Every time, without fail, we find like a fish in a chapter, it seems. You know, now it's my turn to do the ambushing. Okay, of course I keep on missing my shots, it seems now. Alright, hold on a second. Which bots I gotta deal with? Ways? Crud. Shut up. I don't think so. Come on, take your best shot. Of course, that guy right back there fires at me when I was right there. Throws me off on my, Oh, crud. Alright, fine. You thought I wasn't paying attention, didn't you? Oh, the instability frame was like definitely a blessing right there. Come towards me with that stupid thing out like you gotta do something. As for you. Alright, I gotta... Let me see. Alright, hold on. There's enough to work with. You guys don't realize I can make these few rounds look like 100. Hold that thought. That's just about enough for you. And thankfully I know how to make those know how to kneecap them so I can reserve ammo. Alright. Either way, either of these like aren't exactly the way I need to go, so definitely find more supplies in here. That's my main concern. Get myself stock back up. Hold up, there was a... It's over here. Alright. Didn't need to do that, but this would be a quick way back out. So I probably might just be able to like leave out through there if I'm lucky. Really? You've got to be kidding me. Ain't got time for it, dude. Get out of my way. I said move. Bitch. That kick and that slow walk past that dude was so satisfying. I'm sorry, you were laughing at what now?
You're serious.
Oh. Don't think so, boys. All right. There we go. Just let my main go to. And you're gonna go right back through that door. Did I stutter? I said, did I? You just got a lot worse actually coming out that door. I bet your wish you did go back through that door. Checking something, okay. One grid down. So we need to go up this way anyway just to get onto the other spot. The hell? That must have been from the Septus. Okay, I got something from the Septus. I got him a copy of Hold on a sec, guys. Alright guys, sorry about that. Had to step away for a second. Anyways. Bunch of no vista doors right here. I don't have any, thankfully. Didn't need a flashbang. Alright, so let's see. I'm thrown off in exactly where I am. Okay, I think we went out this way up at the top. Alright. So yeah, we went over this way. Actually, I think it's gonna like bring us over. I'm trying to make sure we got everything before we head on. See, because obviously, I mean, I don't know if there's a way to get up there or not. It looks like there should be. Let me make sure I got everything. Yeah, we got a way to get up here. I mean, they had like some crates up there, so I want to make sure I kind of like just scrounge for more ammunition and stuff before we head on. Alright, that's great. Could actually use that before. Alright, so we went in this one. Not this one, I don't think. Yeah. Sure, hold up. Wait a minute. I was making sure, because we saw like one snake earlier. I want to make sure that that wasn't one. Make sure I give it a nice little pokey to get rid of it, if it was. Oh yeah, this is like where we were. As far as I know, we should, like, the way to the next area should be completely unblocked. We're down to like the very last few treasures in the game also. I just want to make sure whatever I got. Yeah, I got plenty of most of my guns loaded back up. That's good. Yeah, it's unblocked now. Treasure right there. Yeah. Another red barrel. Back to Ashley. Alright. So I can kind of see right there, there's a little area we're going to veer off right here before we go over there. We definitely want to do that. You only hold the... Alright, that's not a door. Sure, don't go too far ahead. Veer off. It looks to me like they're trying to show something. I just don't want to go too far ahead because... Maybe I'm supposed to. I just want to watch what I do here because we don't want another point of no return. But it looks like I have to go on upwards. And there looks like there's a way up there.
You have come, my child. What do you want?
I simply wish to share this gift with as many as possible. A humble wish, don't you think? You see, we are all connected through the holy body. And now your flesh and bones, your very thoughts, are already one with us.
Bullshit.
Why do you reject serenity when you need only accept the sacred gift? Like
She didn't accept it, y'all forced it down her throat.
Ah, yes, the time has come.
But they literally poured that black liquid down her throat.
Our covenant. All blessings unto him and the sweet mercy they bring. Exalt all and let it be done.
Ada. Yes, they put so much more emphasis on, like, you know, the whole infection in this one. I'm hoping we can head back because there was a couple of treasures right there I didn't get.
Laboratory B. Looks like it's this way.
Shouldn't be in combat because I can't fight. I'm just hoping we actually can go back because there was two treasures I missed there. But the thing is, one of them I couldn't get because, like, by the time I got to Ashley or whatever, it went to the cutscene. But where this is gonna be where the surgery is gonna happen. Well, I'm just curious how it's gonna go in this game compared to the original. Because previously it was like they just sat in a chair and a laser, and like radiation just zapped it out of them. Not sat in a chair, but kind of like laid in the chair, I think. Laid in this thing to pretty much, you know, just force the block us out of their body. But with Luis, he had like a cut on, like an incision.
Still you resist, child.
Yeah, this just sucks. Alright, they're not real. And it's just like seeing like how Leon's seeing like the infection taking control of him also, apparently.
God damn it.
Come on, Leon. Almost there. Thankfully, I mean, this kind of hurt my eyes. Alright, there's the key that we've had for so long.
This time, it has to be different.
It has to be different. I wonder what he's saying means right there.
You go first.
No way. Like I told you, I'm gonna get you home safe.
That's the thing. And technically, she's holding on more than he is and everything, because he gave her that medicine. So technically, he should have pretty much went first, but she don't. Who knows if she actually knew how to operate the equipment. So it is still a laser, but... And they've definitely shown like how painful it is. Like, 'cause previously with Ashley, I think she like was kind of screaming a little bit. Right here is just showing it's just fully agonizing. Oh shit, now she's got to save him, I think. Yeah, that definitely, this whole scene definitely is going like a whole lot, like it's a lot more emotional and dramatic. Well, not dramatic, dramatic. Compared to previously. Because in the original game, I think like Leon, I believe that Leon used it first. And then afterwards he gave, like he let Ashley use it. I think I want to say I think he might actually use it to test to make sure it worked. Because anyway, that happened to her. But they changed it up this time that she went first. It was a lot more agonizing. It actually made her pass out, and then Leon actually passed out before he could use it. So, yeah, they definitely like really upped the storytelling on this. Because we're in the last chapter now. I'm just hoping I can go back and get those other two treasures. Otherwise, I'm gonna have a problem. That's the thing. I feel like I should be able to, because there was no other way to get them.
Ashley.
Okay, yeah, she got him in the chair.
Ashley.
I'm right here. I thought you were gonna die.
Okay.
And he's already cured.
You did this.
She just saved his life.
Yeah, I did this.
Again, the amount of character development for her in this is just so good compared to the original. Like, I didn't really mind Ashley in the original, but in this one, they've made her so much, you know...
Yeah, I found it.
I love this.
I think it says we can get out if we go this way. Hey, we're a team, right?
Keep this up, I'll be out of a job.
But they actually made her so competent that she can stand on her own in this. Like, she's not really, I mean, yeah, you have to help her and everything. Let's see. $22, $23, $24. Okay. So we do get to get these. Alright. I was worried right there for a second.
Removing the parasites.
So we are able to get them.
Yeah, we're alive. Thanks to him.
Alright, Sadler's the Animus. Don't be fooled into thinking that Las Plagas are merely tools for creating powerful bioweapons. The true value lies in their ability to control. No matter how hostile the subject, a single injection can turn anyone into a faithful servant. Who needs spies when you can turn yesterday's enemy into today's ally? Controlling just one insider can bring an entire organization, an entire country to its knees. Mass production of this superior species has made this possible. We have empowered Sadler. It's clear what he intends to do next. Can you imagine if Sadler had that much control? 6 billion loyal servants at his sole command. There would be no opposition, no war. Maybe for the first time in human history, the world would know peace. But I know how Sadler and the others have oppressed the people of this island for generations. I know how he treats them. There's no way to live. And because of that, I won't let it happen. So basically, to kind of like explain this to you guys, if it's the same kind of plot of what happened previously, Sadler's plan, as far as what I remember, was pretty much to infect Ashley, so and then send her back to the United States, and pretty much the superior plague, like the superior Las Plagas, would pretty much make it where it was like she would act like she was normal, pretty much. And I think like how basically was supposed to go is that she would end up infecting the president with the Plagas. That would make it where Sadler would, be able to control the president. Obviously, controlling the president from behind the scenes, no one even knowing what's going on. And basically, the president just making whatever decisions under Sadler's control would basically pretty much make Sadler the most dangerous person in the world. Or one of the most dangerous people in the world in that regard. Because, he would be able to control the president, who by all accounts is basically the one who oversees a country full of, like, billions of people. You can put two and two together on how bad that would be. I believe that was the whole concept behind it. Alright, Europe. Laboratory 6 Dream Team. Yeah, you can see Louise right there. Yeah, that's Umbrella's, I guess, European branch. Methods for eradicating Las Plagas. There are 2 ways to eradicate Las Plagas. Antigen injection and surgery. If the parasite is not hatched yet, it can be treated by administering antigen directly into the body. Once it is hatched, however, there's not much that can be done besides slow its growth. With surgery, the plaga can be targeted and killed using a certain wavelength of radiation. But this is not without the risks. Risk. If the parasite is attached up to the host's nervous system, the host will experience excruciating pain. There is no effective anesthesia for this kind of procedure. Surgical removal carries considerable risk, even before the parasite is fully developed. Once fully grown, however, it is too late. Remove the parasite will kill the host. When considering what will happen to them, death may be a mercy. So when you think about it in a very macabre, dark way version, concept, if Ashley had died when it was being, removed, the bad thing about it is that she would have died, but still, like, the good thing about, like, it would have been a double-edged sword. And that, the bad thing about it is that she would have died, but good thing would have been that it would have made where Sadler's plan still would have been ruined because he wouldn't have been able to control her, like send her back.
This thing even booted up.
It looks like he's running on Windows 98, but he of course wouldn't have been, like, she wouldn't have been alive for him to send her back to, I can't remember exactly how it was, if it was supposed to be that they were going to use her as a bargaining chip to get the president to work with him, or if he was actually going to infect the president. Probably the latter. Because obviously, if they really wanted to, they could have probably just sent like a bunch of people here to just nuke the island if it came down to it that something happened to his daughter. I don't know.
Someone had a field day looting the Umbrella Labs.
The Amber. The sample, which I've come to call the Amber, was just sitting in the storeroom collecting dust. We used to have ample specimens for experimentation in the past, so it makes sense that this one was overlooked. In fact, the only reason I brought it back to my lab was because of this peculiar shape. After basic analysis, I've changed my mind. The amber possesses a very unique quality. Although small in its suspended state, it contains the same organ found in the dominant species, which we've only seen in Sadler himself. When fully developed, the amber may rival or perhaps even surpass Sadler's power. Unfortunately, the amber was confiscated by Sadler before I could make any further progress in my research. He may be on to me. I need to get my hands on that sample again and escape in order to continue my research elsewhere. It's the only way to counter Sadler. Of course, I don't think I can trust this outside group either, but I've already come this far. Hopefully I can sweet talk my way out of this one too. I have to, for the world's sake. I'm wondering if, like, the outside, because the thing is, He says outside group, and one thing you might want to think is Umbrella, but he used to formerly work for Umbrella, so I'm thinking it's whoever Ada might be working for, because Ada is implied, she's obviously working with Umbrella right now, but she's also pretty much, you know, I think what I remember, she's basically, in the original, she was working with Wesker, working for Wesker, but true to it is, she actually was, of course, betraying him also. Emails. Subject, regarding our arrangement from Luis. I've compiled the research data that you wanted. Meet me at the designated time and place. To be clear, you're going to get me the hell out of here if I bring you the goods, right? Subject, regarding our arrangement from Ada Wong. Hope you haven't forgotten about the amber. Without, the data is worthless. It would be a shame to let your seat go to waste. So do not make me return empty-handed. You still remember the code phrase, I assume? Regarding our alright. Relax, I haven't forgotten it. Don't worry about the amber. I'll figure something out. Then you can pick me up a pack of smokes on the way. Any brand is fine. Him and the smokes. Alright. So yeah, so pretty much it looks to me like the way we're supposed to be going is right over here. Right there. Collapsible ladder. But before we do that, actually, we have to do that to get this. Alright, I think the best thing I can do,
Like I said, we're a team.
let her get the ladder down, and we'll go and get the other treasure first. And again, it's right there. Probably gonna fall on the platform above.
You're getting good at that.
Okay, I'll come back and... Alright, I'll come back and get it. We're gonna go get this one first, and... See, I'm pretty sure, it looks to me like there's... Because I know that area right there, that's gonna be where the final battle is, because that's where we fought Sadler and something similar to that in original. It looks like some scaffolding. Okay. I can only hope that this is going to take us back to that chamber. I guess maybe it has to, hopefully. I'm going to hope it's going to take us back to the chamber, but I remember I saw, like, you know, some, again, we couldn't get that one treasure because it went to the cutscene with Ashley, so it has to be through here. Another thing I think is also a nice touch, not after you, Ashley, is how, like, you know, her leggings, her stockings, or whatever actually have gotten torn along the way. Yeah, it tends to happen, Sarah. Honestly, Village was definitely, you know, creepy, but definitely not like the scariest one in the series. But I mean, it's understandable. Like, I remember when I first played Resident Evil, whatever, like years ago. I mean, it was so terrifying to me. That's the thing. It's one of those series, like, once you kind of like really start sitting in, you know, you play it and get the hang of like how it works. It doesn't really, it really, you know, stops being as scary, you know, to an extent. You know, it's still definitely scary. Once you kind of like understand how the game works and all that. But yeah, Village is definitely, you know, a pretty creepy one. I would definitely say that, well, what I would personally suggest, because you can usually find, like, let me actually see, like, because I don't know what platforms you're on, but, getting the Resident Evil HD Remaster, definitely would be, like, one of the good ones, because that's, like, where, like, Resident Evil HD Remaster and Resident Evil 0 are the ones that basically were, like, the first ones in the series. Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil 3 Remake, I think, were kind of like they were actually, like, reboots of the series in a way. But I think, like, they still kind of, like, you know, really go with, like, the, you know, the HD remaster of the first Resident Evil. That's pretty much, like, definitely a good, really good starting point, that and 0. But yeah, I mean, hopefully you'll definitely check out the other games of the series, because Resident Evil is my absolute favorite video game series. There's one thing about the old ones is that, hang on.
You think she's alright?
Yeah, Ada's fine.
Oh, I'm sure she's fine. She's not the type to roll over that easy.
Because with the old ones,
Well.
and with the original Resident Evils, the thing about Village is that the werewolves were fast and everything. In the original Resident Evil games, like, you know, like HD Remaster and all that, there were zombies and everything. So yeah, zombies are pretty creepy, but the main thing about them is that they were slow. So a lot of times you actually, you know, would, like, they had, like, weird camera angles, so it'd be, like, hard to see what was in the area. But, like, the enemies actually usually tend to be slow, though. When you were dealing with things like hunters and all that, things got a little bit, you know, different. Yeah, Village is definitely a solid one. Yeah, the main thing you just gotta remember, though, is that, you know, panicking, that's kind of like what the game wants you to do, because if you're running around in a panic, it definitely, like, makes it, like, trickier, because, you know, you'll there'll be like multiple enemies. Oh yeah, for sure. That's the thing, you know, I'm not one to judge. You know, me personally, I can't play Five Nights at Freddy's because I have a fear of animatronics. But I am definitely, you know, interested in the series. I got like a book not long ago that basically talked about the lore of all the games. But Five Nights at Freddy's, I cannot play Five Nights at Freddy's. But yeah, the main thing with Village or wherever, you definitely just want to make sure no matter what, yeah, we don't want to go this way, and we want to get out there and get that, get this last treasure. Running around, that definitely like can get you in trouble because like, you know, the enemy, like as you run around, more enemies will start following you. But that's the thing, the game definitely wants to trick you into doing that. Yeah, Amber. That's the thing, because the old ones had like these things like fixed camera angles, and like before, like, you know, the HD remake, the HD remaster of the original, because the original was on the GameCube and they had like these tank controls. It made it like much harder to actually play because you had, hold that thought. As I was saying, didn't want to die, but anyways, I'm talking here, trying to have a conversation with my viewers. Don't interrupt me. But yeah, the thing about Resident Evil is that when you run around, the older games weren't really as bad because they kind of like spread out the enemies like a lot more. But the newer ones, like, you know, Resident Evil Village and also Resident Evil 7, like, they definitely, you know, could be bad about, like, you know, having enemies bunch up on you. That's the thing, like, you know, the Resident Evil series, they're like, they start off with zombies, but they've kind of like had like a whole bunch of different things. Like in this game, it's the Ganados. It's just like a parasitic organism. But originally, Resident Evil started off with zombies. That was the T-virus. And this one, it was like, you know, the Las Plagas. And then I think Resident Evil 5 was the Ouroboros. They've had like so many different you know, bioweapon, you know, types, like different viruses and everything. Viruses and parasites. Yeah, and The Last of Us, honestly, if you can handle The Last of Us, you can probably handle the older Resident Evils. Because honestly, you know, The Last of Us, basically it's zombies and everything. And true to it is, Resident Evil can be pretty terrifying, but it actually, in my view, is actually one of the easier horror series for you know, people who want to, you know, really get into playing horror games. It actually is an easier one to jump onto. Fatal Frame, however, Fatal Frame is actually, to me, like, you know, creepier than Resident Evil. I played, you know, Fatal Frame Made in Blackwater some time ago on stream, and there was this one tall lady ghost. Scared the hell out of me. But yeah, Resident Evil is, you know, kind of like it's more of a simple series to kind of like really get into. But it depends on which one you're playing. Resident Evil 3, I definitely wouldn't say I suggest start off with Resident Evil. Like you said, you played Village. Resident Evil 3 is actually like one of the scary ones because you're dealing with Nemesis constantly. Like, you know, basically the whole sense of like not being safe anywhere. You never know when he's going to show up. And, but yeah, I should not have combined those. I just made a goof. I was wanting to combine like two of the, like a green with each of the reds here. That was my fault. But yeah, and I have, like, you know, that's the thing, since you're on my YouTube channel, I actually have, like, multiple Resident Evil highlights. So that's the thing. If you really, like, with me, I've tried to make it where, like, you know, my little playthroughs I did of them on stream, because I've been, like, a fan of Resident Evil, like, for a long time. I mean, I've got an umbrella tattoo and everything. Yeah, Nemesis will do that to you. But I've got a highlight montage of my first playthrough of Resident Evil 3 Remake. And it basically, the highlight montage, I make sure I put, like, you know, comical music behind them. I don't think I did my little montage of Resident Evil 4. I don't think I did, like, you know, like, actual music for that one. But Resident Evil 3 Remake, I had, like, comical music behind it. And a lot of, like, what that, you know, highlight montage was me just dodging Nemesis, like, him behind me trying to hit me, and you just see me, like, rolling. So I was literally, like, making fun of Nemesis constantly. It came back on me because at one point it seemed like he teleported because he was, like, all the way at the end of the street, and I turned the camera just a little bit and suddenly he's walking towards me and he just punched me in the face. But yeah, I try to, like, make sure that my little montage is on YouTube. And they're nothing amazing, and there's just, like, little things. I took, like, some clips, you know, and just, like, put some highlight, you know, music behind them. Now, you know, I didn't really, like, you know, spice them up a huge amount. I just took the clips, put some music behind them, and that was it. But I try to, like, you know, basically have them on there because I know, like, you know, not everyone is going to, like, you know, really be, you know, they want to play, survival horror games, but, you know, they're scared to. And, you know, it's completely understandable. You know, I'm not someone who's going to sit here and judge people, you know, for being scared of a video game. You know, I get it. So I wanted to put the montages on there with this music to basically, you know, just kind of make it funny for people. So like if they actually jump in and want to play one of these games, they can possibly maybe hopefully think about the montage if they watched it and think about it. I was like, oh, he dealt with this or whatever, and he just took the piss out of it. Like, there's another thing I saw that was actually a pretty hilarious thing. Resident Evil 2, like Resident Evil PC mods are absolutely hilarious. And there was this one video I watched where, it was, I don't know what it was, but this guy, we're gonna get back to the gameplay in a second, by the way, guys. But it was this thing where this guy, like, was running around. He was doing a mod for Resident Evil 2 Remake. And he was playing as, like, you know, the girl in the dress. Can't remember her name, but she was the one that was killed by the police chief. And he had 2 Mr. X's behind him. Not one, but 2. And I think he tried to, like, go through a door or whatever. I think he got smacked in the face. Another Mr. X came in. So apparently the Mr. X's were multiplying. And keep in mind, he had the whole X gonna give it to you mod playing. So every time one of them popped in or whatever, it started playing, you know, X gonna give it to you by DMX. So he tried to go through another door when these Mr. X's are behind him. He was going through, like, you know, the area, like, with this area with a safe. Right when he opened the door, bam, he got smacked by another Mr. X. So now he had 4 Mr. X's coming after him. He tried to go out the other door, and another Mr. X hit him there, sent him, like, knocked him back into the room. It was like, I lost it when I saw it. I mean, I can't remember the exact video, but yeah, that's the thing about it, you know, getting into, to me, I feel like getting into survival horror is definitely the trickiest part, but once you really kind of, like, get in there and start kind of understanding how the enemies work and everything, and all that, you know, it gets better. And another key thing about it is if you can make it through the first playthrough, the other playthroughs are easier, because you kind of, like, usually, yeah, the first playthrough is always the hardest. This right here, I knew the regenerators were coming. When I saw them, I was like, ah, shit. Like, I just, like, saw them yesterday on stream, and, you know, Amber, who's on my Twitch channel right now and everything, you know, she could tell you, like, just how bad that got. Like, I was just panicking. Like, basically like you. I saw the first regenerator, and I just saw it, and I was like, oh god, and I just took off and started running. Now I was having to deal with 2 of them. But, yeah, you know, it's always the first playthrough, when you're playing a game for the first time, it's the trickiest. But then when you start kind of, like, getting an idea on where everything, you know, is and all that, like Resident Evil Village, it got to the point where, like, the Benedivito house or whatever, the doll house, it got to where I was actually able to run through that in, like, 13 minutes. And the Resident Evil games, once you kind of get the hang of them or whatever, they're actually, you know, well known for being speedrunned. So yeah. But that's the thing. Just, you know, what I'll say is take it as you can. You know, don't try to force your way through. You know, there's nothing wrong if you're playing a horror game and, you know, you're getting spooked. You know, just take your time. Don't try to force your way through it. You know, and, you know, that way, you know, it takes, like, a lot of panic out. Because, you know, if you're trying to, like, basically, like, okay, I want to play through this part and everything. You know, I'm scared, but I want to play through it. Take breaks. You know, just take it as it goes. You know, take it in bites. And, you know, you'll get there. You know, you'll beat it. I mean, I don't know if you actually, because it says you, first time the werewolves all come out. All right. Are you, alright? Because I don't know if you actually finished Village. But I actually did the DLC as well. Okay, yeah. Like I said, just take it as it goes. That's all you, and that's basically, you know, it'll be nothing. I mean, I say that, and I still haven't finished Five Nights at Freddy's, but you get it. And I'll go back and read that in just a second. Should be able to... Really? I can't read it again? I wasn't saving ammo. Now, the last boss was a pain. Yeah, that last boss, you know, was, kind of like was really frustrating for me. Osmond Sadler. Alright, so we got, like, everything here. Now we just gotta get out there. And basically, we're at the end game, guys. I got one more treasure to find. I just gotta make sure I find that last Clockwork Castellan. We got one more Castellan to find. Which really don't seem like this chapter's gonna be that long anyway, because it literally looks like it's like just this and over there. Just gotta figure out how to get over there. I thought I heard the Castellan. I mean, even if I don't get it, I can just literally just like load back up my load up this level and everything. I just want to make sure I get it, because I'm trying to make sure I get all the collectibles. I got one more, like, just this one treasure and one more Castellan. I have all the treasures and everything.
Give me some space.
Hang on.
Come on.
Okay.
She sounds so confused. It's like, you just said you wanted space. I accidentally pushed the button. Yeah, but I will say, definitely check out Village's DLC. Shadows of Rose. A lot of people don't think like Rose herself, but the DLC, I mean, I personally didn't mind Rose, but the DLC was so good. Even though it does definitely some pure nightmare fuel for me in that. Let's just say they send you back to the Ben and DeVito house. I want to make sure. I'm hoping I'm saying the name properly. Oh, they just broke the golden rule. You don't touch the girl. You guys don't burp in my press. That thing just burped. All right, come on, I got you. I swear, I am. Yeah, it's definitely worth it. I will like. It's just they really surprised me with like the stuff they did. All right, this is it, guys. We got the last treasure here. Well, last two, because this is like the expanded map one. So this one doesn't actually count because it's expanded map, but... All right, Murchie, I've got the last treasure for you. Give me a second. Oh, this is so satisfying. And that's all the treasures in the game, guys. Like, I just completely cleaned the whole thing. Ah, that's so gratifying. I just gotta... Now I'm just hoping to find that last Castellan. Because technically we haven't got everything yet. We still got one more Castellan to find. See, the key reason I want the Castellan, aside from I'll get a trophy for it, there's a special nice. I was reading like the chat when you said nice. I was like, there's a special knife. I mean, there's a special knife you'll get. It's called the Primal Knife, and once you get it upgraded fully, the exclusive feature for it, it never breaks. And a couple of the trophies for this game are tied to like doing a handgun only run and also doing a knife only. So when I load it back up and I do my next playthrough, it's probably gonna be on easy. That way Leon will heal on his own, because it's basically I'm gonna be trying to combine knife only and like basically where you have to do like, I think it's basically it's like a playthrough for like you can do only handgun and knife. So not knife only, not handgun only. It's those two things only. So you can't use grenades, you can't use anything else. So you can only use a handgun and a knife. And I'm going to try to combine that with, like, you know, with the no heals run, which on easy, Leon heals on his own. So, yeah, that's going to definitely be tricky, but pretty sure I can handle it. I need to go back. I just thought about where it could be. Yeah, I'll hold you to that, Murchie. I'll be back. I just thought about where it could be, because, see, I just want to make sure, because we had that one spot when we went upstairs, and I don't think I explored all of it. I want to make sure because... Just checking, because I'm trying to hear that wind-up noise. So that's the thing about the Castellans, that they make you listen for them. But see, like, a lot of the ambiance or whatever is, like, playing tricks on me as well. Because with the Castellans, you have to listen for that, that clockwork, you know, wood, like, moving wood sound. So I just ran out of here like, you know, like Leroy Jenkins, so... I'm just making sure. It may be back the other way. Well, yeah, I mean, that's the thing. If the horror movie in a game, if the horror music is freaking you out, then that's definitely, you know, it's a showing of like good design for the horror game. Because a lot of times, like, to me, what makes a really good horror game, you know, you have the ones that like are full of like jump scares left and right and everything. To me, I am not leaving you, child. I'm right here. Come here. To me, a good horror game, you know, you have like ones out there that rely a lot on jump scares. And, you know, it's not a bad thing as long as they don't overdo it per se. You know, they're well placed. But when you have like a horror game, it's like, you know, doing jump scares every few seconds. That's where the problem lies. But you have a horror game that like really sets the tone with like the environment and like in the music itself, and that just like scares you in its own on its own or whatever. That's telling you got a pretty good horror game on your hands. Like an example, a village. You know, the opening part when when the transport turns over and you're going through like the woods with Ethan, and you hear like like the rustling and all that around you, and it's just dark and you don't know what's gonna happen. That is like to me like good ambiance. Yeah, I mean, that's basically just like what really works with horror games. Like when the sound design, when just the sounds get to you. Like when the visuals make like nothing's really happening. You're just like walking around and you think you saw like a shadow move or whatever, but it was nothing. And it makes you wonder like when it's something actually gonna jump out at you. The other Castellan could be out here. Yes, that is a platform, Ashley. Oh, that's Ada. Oh, shit. Oh, that's what she's talking about.
Ada.
I wonder if he's going to throw the knife again this time. All right, before we go do anything else, I want to make sure that we didn't, we haven't missed that Castellan. I'd like to just go and just get it. Chapter 15, Castellan. Like I said, I try to stay off my phone on stream, guys, but for this kind of stuff. Because this game has been heavy about... See, the reason why I've been doing this is because, the treasures were worse because there were points of no return things. So, if you didn't get a treasure at the best opportunity, right away or as soon as you could, pretty much, there was a high chance you wouldn't be able to get it later. But the Castellans, even if I was to miss it right here, I could just, load this chapter back up and go back and get it. But because the Castellans do carry over, like once I get all the Castellans here, I don't have to worry about them at all next playthrough, and I just get whatever. And I think on the New Game Plus, like the guns and everything carry over. But getting all so I can just get what treasure I need to basically kind of help me get by in the next playthrough. But otherwise, the Castellans, since I've shot all of them, when I play through next time, no Castellans are actually gonna show up at all because I've already collected them. They actually carry across other playthroughs. I just want to make sure this one's trying to be a little like petty. So, okay, so we have not missed the Castellan. We actually get it after this boss battle. Okay. Noted. I just want to confirm, Alright, let's get everything loaded up because it's in-game time. Wait, hold on. Maybe I can make some Magnum ammo. My Killer 7. It's not a lot, but... These 3 Magnum rounds might actually help me out against this creep. And I feel stupid. I got stuff I need to sell to the merchant, and I'm not doing it. I cannot believe I almost missed that. Oh, hello.
Welcome. Quilden. What can I
hang on.
welcome?
The menu was acting weird right there for a second. Oh, I can sell Luis's key, the Illuminanos pendant, the gold ingot. And really, since there's nothing else, I can go ahead and sell all this. So, a little Easter egg, what he was humming right there, what he was singing, I think was like, I believe it was like the save game music, I think for the original Resident Evil 4. Got 130,000 for this, I'll take it.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Alright, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and get to work on tuning some stuff up. Combat knife, gonna go and tune it up.
Good luck to you, stranger.
I might need it.
Give that the care it deserves, mate.
Honestly, I should be working with this. This is Krauser's knife. I feel stupid as heck now. Look at this. It's like just at base it's 1, and this one is like maximum is 1. No, let me upgrade this thing. Hold on a second here.
Are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less.
Let me just do that. Like 1.6 on durability.
There you are. As you.
So it's not as durable, but it's more powerful. So if I stab the crap out of Sadler or whatever, I mean, he's gonna feel it. Probably shouldn't spend all that on that, but
Knife needs care every once in a while. Could be the difference between life and death.
I don't know if this will refill my ammo if I did this. Be nice, but that's the thing. I really don't need to do anything with all this. I should just save my money. Well, we'll repair that. I might need it.
Your T's, dotting your I's. That's the way to be.
I mean, I could go and up because that's the thing. I'm gonna be getting another knife through all this anyway.
I'll buy almost anything.
Could just get rid of this. This was the starting gun, and I don't really need it. So.
A deal well struck. Dazzled, are you? Our craftsmanship demands no less. Will that be all then?
Might as well use these last spinels.
A wise choice. I know, I say that a lot, but I mean it. Might want to take care of any leftover errands before going this way.
I got everything covered.
Be ashamed to live the rest of your life wondering, what if? Am I right?
Hey, it's always a pleasure, Murchie. Alright, let's go finish this. Oh, well, I got 3 rounds for my Magnum. Actually, I might be able to make some more. Hold on. Gosh dang it. How dare you? The rifle, yeah. We're gonna do that, though. If I can find some green herbs down there, I can, mix them with this. Let's see, let me equip this. Alright, there we go. It's the only thing I couldn't recall. I think you actually did get Krauser's knife in the original, but I cannot remember.
Stay here. I won't be long.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, so they did kind of make it more believable, because previously Leon, I think, like, threw a knife and cut her down. Oh, they freaking Novistadors. She gonna kick him? Oh! That just looked painful. I think she's wearing heels too. Yeah. So is she helping me with this one? So they made her more involved on this part too. What are you gonna do? Execute Aura 66 on my ass? He makes it think of Emperor Palpatine. Well, he did. Okay, they definitely updated him. Oh my god. He looks like Goma from Legend of Zelda now. I can't unsee it. He looks like Goma. Look at this. Freaking Goma. If Goma was a Bible thumper. Alright, jokes aside. I'm gonna take up. Okay, I gotta take this thing off. It's not helping anymore, and I don't need it. Yeah, I get it. Heresy, non-believer, blah, 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 blah. Ah, shit. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be Nope. All right. Oh, will you shut up? He's gonna preach to me. Oh my god. Stop talking. So you're gonna hit me when I'm in the middle of doing... Okay. Now you're gonna make me mad. He's gonna wait until I'm trying to do that to hit me. So I can't go down there is what I can... Alright. Yeah, God ain't listening right now, dude. Let's be real, I mean, if I were him, I wouldn't blame you. Blame him as far as you're concerned. Come on. I got a Hail Mary for you. Okay, that totally should have worked. Wait, hold on. That's exactly the moment I was waiting for. Fortunately, they took it from me. Just so you know, your minions should tell you that cornering me is not a good idea. By the way, stabby stab. See you down here, punk. They don't want none of this. This is I'm planning ahead on this. Yo, solar flare. Mind your own business. I'll take every last one of you on. After all, free ammo. Alright, got a grenade. So you took him out yourself, huh? That's cute. Good, saves me the trouble. Ever says a little heart to heart here. Or eye to eye. Congratulations. Guess what, dude? You just restocked me. Not really much I can use here. This. You really don't want to come over here. Just so you know that. I mean, you come over, I'm gonna kick your ass. Or just stab you. I mean, that works too. So he's got 4 eyes now. Whatever. It's all good to me. Might want to watch where you're standing, dude. You think I'm not planning some of this? I fought like way too many bosses in this game or whatever. Yeah, I've got this, Kylo. I'm good. This ain't my first Resident Evil. I appreciate the tip though. He's trying to fake me out is what he's doing. Ow. Okay then. Please shut up.
I'm getting sick of your shit.
Where is it? I know. Have to have it. So this is definitely new also.
Finally, a look that suits you, Sadler. A monster in and out. Still, I need to cut this date short. It's not me.
This is awesome though, the way they kind of... Oh, so you're just gonna... Alright, fine. Well, thanks for like just watching me handle this, Ada. I figured it was gonna show up at some point though. Done.
I'll give you a holy body.
They maybe Leon didn't joke as much in this one, but God, that was beautiful. That was so cheesy, but I don't care. Let him have it. Ow. Okay, when I said let me have it, I didn't mean knock the hell out of me. What's the matter with you? Sore loser. Now that final form they did for him right there, that was really well done. Originally, he didn't have that in the original. But that was pretty awesome.
Ada, what the hell are you doing?
Nothing personal, Leon. Luis and I had an arrangement. Don't worry, I'll take good care of it. Bride's here. You coming?
I think we both know this is where we go our separate ways.
He has referenced her game mode from the original, which hopefully we do get separate waves in this. Wouldn't mind revisiting, going through that on stream later. Like, if you feel like it'll be a given that they do it.
Better get a move on.
Because in the original, you find out, like, other things, that she was the one that, like, she had a fight with Krauser after Leon did, and she finished him off. You see, like, other stuff that Ada was doing behind the scenes. It was just really interesting.
Until next time, Leon.
So you can tell she's crazy about him. God, they got a weird-ass relationship.
Where's she going?
Who knows?
I don't understand. Why would she just...
That's why.
Island's gonna blow.
That's exactly why. She knew it was gonna blow up. Now, she probably did it. And the traditional Resident Evil countdown timer. Thing is, I know this is a bait. If there's any enemies or whatever, they're gonna want me to fight them.
Okay, let's get out of here.
Since I just whooped Sadler's ass, I mean, how are they gonna fight me? How are they even gonna be coherent enough? Okay, there's literally only like one way we can go.
We can go home.
We're not out of here yet.
Now that last Castellan, I mean, that's in here. I mean, I just gotta make sure I watch for where it is. And listen for it. Oh, you had that jump. You didn't need my help. Yeah, go somewhere else, punk. Alright, hold on.
They're nothing now their master's gone. It's over.
I think it's supposed to be somewhere here from what I read. I hear it. There, okay. Last Castellan. Alright, and we are out. I got all the collectibles. Shit. So these enemies aren't gonna be a threat. If any of them try to tap me or whatever, I just don't fall for it. Just push them off and keep going. Okay, that is just ugh.
You like thrill rides? You're gonna love this.
Jeez, so much debris all over the place. We're good, Ashley, we're good. Let's get the hell on out of here. Seems like she's enjoying herself. Woo, that was close. Oh, shit. All right, I can see the light. All right, it's time to be born. Of all things for me to say when we're leaving out of a dark tunnel. And that's endgame.
I'm not sure that was insane.
Do not break it off to a Disney song, I swear.
Accomplished, right?
Mission accomplished. When you're home safe.
Thank you for saving.
Let's see if she actually says that infamous line.
You know, I could put in a word with my dad. Have you assigned to my detail, if you're interested.
You don't need me. You proved you could handle yourself.
That she did.
Even if you could use a lesson in knife safety. Come on. Let's go home.
So they toned it down. Because originally, I can't remember the exact wording. It was something about overtime or whatever. I need to look it up.
Condor 1? Bruce to Condor 1, do you read me? Come in.
We good.
I said come in. Is this thing even on? Leon. Leon, are you and Ashley all right? Where are you? Come on.
Yeah, she basically asked Leon for overtime in the original, but this one's kind of like, you know, have you switch over to My Detail, basically saying she wanted Leon to, she wanted to be close to Leon. It was a cute way of them, like, kind of like having her flirt with him. I really liked that compared, because the original, the whole overtime thing was hilarious, but it was basically outright her saying she wanted to blink him. All right, that's fine. That's fine, Sarah. It's not a problem. And you definitely be safe wherever you're driving to. You be safe driving home, okay? I'm pretty much about to be calling the stream anyway. But yeah, it was nice meeting you. Good talking to you and everything. And I'll catch you later, hopefully, all right? You know, feel free to stop by anytime you want to. Like whenever I'm live. or if you want to just check out my videos on my channel, my YouTube, or whatever, I deeply appreciate that as well. Yeah, you have a good one, okay? But yeah, I mean, God, that was... It's... Originally, like I said before, I didn't know if I actually could see this as better than the original, and I can't believe I'm actually about to say this, but yeah, I feel like this actually was definitely a definitive version of Resident Evil 4. I love the original just for like what it was in a lot of regards, and when I heard that when Capcom said they were doing like a remake, I was like, it doesn't really need it. Resident Evil 4 was already so good. But seeing everything they did with this one, it really like kind of made me think of like about a lot of stuff here they did so well, and like they say like so many things that Resident Evil 4's original definitely, you know, could be improved on because they did that. So, I mean, for one thing, they made the characters more mature all around. Leon was like, you know, doing all the wisecracks and everything before, you know, and I definitely missed that, you know, but seeing this more mature, serious version of Leon, like who survived the events of Raccoon City, was probably still traumatized by it, and basically, you know, dealing like with, even though it was 6 years ago, you know, dealing like, you know, with going from that and then going to this situation, seeing him being so cool, calm, and collected, while still being like, you know, very human-like compared to like Leon from the original, being wisecracks left and right, and then like none of it was really like bothering him that much. It was cool seeing him like that, but seeing this more human version of Leon, who basically, you know, was not really, you know, seen as not really like this whole situation not really something to joke about and everything. That was great. Oh, we got something else here. Alright, so it's Ada.
Patch me through. I've obtained the amber.
Excellent.
That's Wesker. I can tell by the
Just one question.
blonde hair.
What are you planning to do with this?
See if it actually shows
Do
him.
not pay you to ask questions.
All he needed was the sunglasses, and that was it.
No. As a new dawn is breaking, 100 will give their lives so that just one may live. I am expediting that change.
So, we're talking millions of casualties.
Billions.
In fact, he said that so
How
coldly.
ambitious.
She don't want no part of it. She better kill us.
We're changing course now.
There you go, Ada. All right. I like that. I like the fact that she, you know, basically said, "Oh no, hell no." You know, like when you found out that, you know, she was gonna basically play part, and basically what could be considered in a way maybe mass extinction when you think about it. That's practically what happened in Resident Evil 5. I like that. That was actually a much more improved ending. I mean, obviously it was a mid credits thing. I'm pretty sure we're gonna have like another thing too, but I really did like that because the way I look at that whole thing, because I kind of well, first I kind of want to get back to what I was talking about, like with the games, like, you know, it's everything about, like, you know, what I think they definitely improved on. Then we'll get back to that little, you know, discussing that. So my whole viewpoint on it is that, you know, Leon was definitely, you know, of course they had like someone singing. And I don't really, let me kind of turn this down. No offense to the artist, this song sounds great and everything, but just want to kind of like, you know, touch that, you know, lower that down just a little bit. So basically, my whole thing is, Leon, they showed a more mature side of him. Like, he wasn't wisecracking as much. He was basically taking this situation extremely serious. And it basically, you know, made this whole concept there about, you know, of a guy who was on the mission. His main goal was to bring, you know, Ashley home. And he was showing, like, obvious frustration with a lot of stuff going on. He wasn't, like, making jokes about it. It was a lot of the appeal with Leon in the previous one in regards to, like, all the jokes. And of course, they let the "where's everyone going" bingo thing in. But seeing this mature side of Leon, who basically went through all this shit in Raccoon City, and he's dealing with this situation, how he's handling that, that was pretty awesome. You know, like seeing a much more mature version of Ashley who's not a damsel in words are hard. You know, she was not only not a damsel in distress, she stood on her own, and she actually helped Leon herself a few times. She was showing that, you know, she like there was a few times in this game she did not need help. That was great. Krauser kind of was, like I said previously, nothing against the voice actor, but I remember him with the deep voice and everything, and, you know, how they portrayed him in the original, and that he was Leon's equal, in a way. Like, they basically had this whole thing where Krauser trained Leon. And I thought that was pretty neat, hearing him call Leon rookie and everything, but I'm just so used to the whole, it's been a long time, comrade, and all that. So, my thing is, I like the character development in regards to them, like, giving more backstory to Krauser in this. Originally, I think, like, in the main other timeline, this is like a whole reboot timeline thing for all this, they had the whole thing where Krauser, you know, his whole team was, I think, like, Leon and him were both on Operation Javier. But then, you know, basically a lot of stuff happened. I think Krauser lost an arm, and he pretty much, you know, started going down that dark path and everything. In this one, they kind of had it where I think they were heavily implying that Leon wasn't on Operation Javier. And it was like Krauser and his team was wiped out. He was only left alive, and basically it was a clandestine mission that where it was like left out of like public eye and everything. And it seemed like in the end he was left alive. His team, like, you know, was died and everything. And it's like he was screwed over because it's like, you know, help didn't come for them. So a lot of character development in this for, you know, Leon. Luis was like, you know, not like the whole ballistics joke he made towards Ashley previously. Luis was much more mature, had a lot more development for him where he actually teamed with him several more times. And I really loved Luis's character development a lot too. You know, his was definitely like, you know, much better than before. Like I said, he wasn't like, you know, doing the whole thing where like he was making sexual advancements towards Ashley. Sexual jokes towards her. He really truly was concerned for them, trying to make up for things he did before. And seeing in the lab, you know, seeing like, you know, how he was really dedicated trying to make sure Sadler didn't succeed. That was great. Even having like lore for like, you know, the bosses, like, you know, the Del Lago, the El Gigante, the first one you fought, and all that, you know, and also the Vertigos, the new enemies they put in, the new designs for like the enemies they had, as well as like some of them have like brand new attacks. How the Novistadors like just were nightmare fuel in their own right until you realize they were easy to kill. But then the Regeneradors, like how they had got overhauled. So much about this game was done really well, you know, and it definitely improved on a lot of stuff in the original I didn't realize actually needed to be improved on. The treasure system was great, you know, being able to like inlay jewels into it, like in what way you chose, with the jewels like have like different values and everything, heavily increasing like the value of the treasure, like when you put them in there. Similar system to what was in there before, but it was much more in depth this time, that you actually were like, you know, inlaying the jewels yourself, like, and they had like this whole bonus system in regards to strategically putting them in certain, you know, certain alignments, like certain amounts, like, or certain increments, like, you know, 3 of the same kind, 5 of 5, you know, different colors, things like that. That was, you know, pretty nice touch. They made, I think, like the whole water room, you know, in the castle, where I accidentally blew Ashley up, might add. You guys know where I'm talking about. Where she had like operate the cranks to raise the bridges. That was made like a lot simpler because the platforms weren't as far away, so you're able to easily shoot at everything, even with your handgun to help Ashley. They had like they took out the whole scene where she was like tied to the wall or shackled to the wall. So they took that out, and you know the scene where, you know, you actually played as her had to deal with like I think the Armorados or whatever they were called. Armorados, I can't remember, but either way, the suits of armor, big, massive, terrifying step up from what the game was like previously when they had like the Armoradors, a thing like, you know, you could like walk down the hallway and you'd have like some there basically had like the axe up that they're going to attack Ashley, and you had to jump out of the way. And this one you were full on running from, having to defend yourself against them. You know, and the pairing system, that was something that was a welcome change of pace. I think like that, I don't think any Resident Evil's done that before. So much was improved about this game, in this game, compared to the original, and I definitely would say that kind of like how Dead Space Remake, which I recently played on stream as well. Dead Space Remake, I think, is like the definitive version of the first Dead Space compared to the original, because, you know, like in this one, they had like this game, Dead Space Remake had side quests. They had like, you know, where you could, I mean, they had the side quests, they had like, you know, much more dialogue, some new segments and everything. Very similar to what they did with Resident Evil 4 Remake. So, it really has me hopeful for what we're going to get, like, when the Silent Hill 2 remake comes out, hopefully later this year. I really feel like, you know, if they actually follow the same, something similar to, like, Dead Space 2 remake, I mean, Dead Space remake, and this, they'll definitely knock it out of the water. And as far as the mid-credits thing we saw with Ada, I really like that, too. because it was showing that Ada, even though she's got her own interest in mind, she's not heartless by any degree. She did not want to play any part in mass extinction. Plus, it maybe not even just in the sense of, obviously not in the sense of just think about that could have like, you know, been her as a part of the statistics. She didn't want to play part in like, you know, killing so many people. And this obviously sets tone for Resident Evil 5. And I don't know how I felt about like Wesker not having the accent anymore. So there's that too. Let's see. Do I have anything else here? Wait a minute. Wow. Right down there. I know you guys see that. Literally like right, hold up, let me see. Right there. Where that sticky note is. It says Bingo Friday, I think at 10 p.m. or Bingo or something, where I see Bingo right there. So they made another Bingo joke right there. Yeah, right there. So Hunnigan's actually going to play Bingo. I just picked that up. I can that's hilarious. Wow. So yeah, because they made the bingo joke with Leon at the beginning. We're like, where's everyone going? Bingo. Bingo. And they actually made the bingo joke right there.
Good work.
Hey, I got a B. I ain't complaining about that. So, whatever the case, I cannot wait to see what they're going to be doing with what comes next. I mean, personally, there's two different things I would like to see them do with Resident Evil next. I would like to see them do, I think it would be awesome if they did remake Resident Evil 5, because I feel like Resident Evil 5 definitely needs it. Because my thing is, I didn't think Resident Evil 4 needed it, but a lot of people were really polarized with Resident Evil 5. Personally, I loved it, but that definitely did steer heavily away from the action, and, from the survival horror roots of the series. That was one of the main ones where people got frustrated with the direction the series was going. I feel like I would actually would really like to see a Resident Evil 5. And that seems like it might be the next step. Like, could be like, one of the next steps they'd be taking. Give us a Resident Evil 5 remake. But what I really want, more than anything, because I also like to see where they go, like if they actually did like a new entry in the series, like something where they finally bring Jill back. Because the upcoming movie, the CGI movie, Resident Evil Death Island, it's actually going to have Jill, Leon, Chris, Rebecca, and Claire all in the movie. And it's also, I think, to be the first time we're ever going to see, like, in the in Resident Evil canonically, because, like, the CGI movies are canonical to the games, compared to the live actions being their own, like, separate universe. Infinite Darkness, which was on Netflix not long ago, as well as Resident Evil, like, that was, like, the little TV series, the animated series. That's canon to the games. Resident Evil Degeneration, Damnation, and Vendetta are all canon to the games, and Resident Evil Death Island, that's canon to the games. So it's going to be actually the first time canonically in the game series that Jill and Leon have actually coexist with each other, because they've never actually really met in the games. Leon and Chris have in Resident Evil 6, and also they work together in Resident Evil Vendetta. So Death Island, seeing them work together again is going to be cool. And it was also the first time Leon had met Claire. I mean, not Claire. He obviously met Claire in Resident Evil 2. First time he met Rebecca. So seeing, the original Stars team, seeing Chris, Jill, and Rebecca all working together again, I'm really excited for that. And I don't think Jill and Claire have ever met. I don't think Claire and Rebecca have ever met. So we got, like, multiple things here. We're going to have, like, the Redfield siblings. We're going to have, like, Chris and Claire working together. I think, like, one of the only times they've actually done so since Code Veronica. We have Leon and Jill working together the first time. Seeing Jill, Chris, and Rebecca, original 3 members of Stars team, them, teaming up together for the first time since, all 3 of them teamed up originally in Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil. And the most recent time I think we've had, like, chronologically that Chris and Jill teamed up was in Resident Evil 5. Or that's the last time we actually saw them together. But as far as, like, game releases, Resident Evil Revelations came out after that, and Chris and Jill were teamed up during that. So, yeah, seeing the Redfield siblings, seeing the original Stars team, seeing the first time interactions between Jill and Leon, first time interactions between on screen between, I think, Claire and Jill, Claire and Rebecca. So many cool things are gonna be happening during that. I can't wait for the movie to come out. I think it's coming out, I believe, in July, and I'm really excited for it because my main thing is that they're finally doing something else with Jill. So hopefully, if we're lucky, because I think I believe the movie takes place, I think, after the events of Resident Evil 6. So there's that. It takes place after Resident Evil 6. which in game Jill hasn't been seen since, you know, last time Jill was seen was before the events of Resident Evil 6. She hasn't been seen like after that. So I'm hoping what this could be is a jumping on point for Capcom to do something else where maybe Resident Evil 9, we actually might get Jill finally coming back. They put so much focus on Chris. I mean, yeah, Ethan's stuff. It's been about Ethan, everything in the story, like after 6, you know, with like Resident Evil 7, Biohazard, and Resident Evil Village. All that was Ethan's. But they said that the Winter Saga is, the Winter storyline for Ethan and Rose is over. So it would be nice if they actually do go back and focus more on like their original heroes. Because the thing is, Chris was in 7, he was in Village, but we have not seen anything of Jill for a while. They've been mostly focusing on Chris for like, you know, the series moving forward, but showing that like some of like, you know, the original Resident Evil protagonists are still active in the current, you know, in the current timeline. You know, I would really like to see them do more with Jill. And there's other stuff too, like in Resident Evil 6, you know, we had Jake Mueller, who was Albert Wesker's son. I want them to do more with him. I mean, he was like a more polarized character too. I personally love Jake. You know, the one-liners, the fact that, you know, he could fight barehanded against the BOWs. They got so much potential to do more with him. They left his stuff on a cliffhanger. I really want to see them bring him back. I mean, there's like so many different directions they can go with the series moving forward, but my main thing I would like to see them do, more than anything, I'd like to see a Resident Evil 5 remake. I want to see them do like Resident Evil 9. More than anything, I feel like they really need to do what a lot of fans are wanting. We need a Code Veronica remake. I really want to see them do Code Veronica, because Resident Evil 4, like I said, I didn't think it actually needed a remake, and I was heavily surprised. The game actually, you know, was a welcome change of pace. Absolutely love this game. I'm going to definitely be doing the other subsequent playthroughs later on, and, you know, go through and breeze right on through it, trying to get like the other, you know, get the other you know, try to get the platinum. But Code Veronica is what is, I think, like the main Resident Evil game that needs a remake above anything else. That's what I wish they would kind of like go through and Capcom go ahead and do next. And I feel like probably like what they're going to do more than likely, they're going to probably do like a little more DLC for this, like separate ways. The whole thing Leon said about like they're going their separate ways. That was them acknowledging Ada's separate playthrough, you know, separate game mode in the original Resident Evil 4, which was called Separate Ways. You played as her, and you went through and saw everything she was doing behind the scenes alongside Leon. Kind of similar to like her mode in Resident Evil 6, where you unlocked her campaign after playing the campaigns for Chris and Piers, Jake and Sherry, and Leon and Helena. You know, you unlocked the 4th campaign where you played as Ada and saw what she was doing behind the scenes, similar to Separate Ways in Resident Evil 4. So I feel like, you know, they put out Mercenaries recently, which was a game mode originally in Resident Evil 4, you know, the original game. So I feel like Separate Ways is definitely going to be coming at some point. They're probably going to definitely have to hopefully do something with that. Like, they'll definitely, like, you know, maybe give us like a Separate Ways mode with Ada. You know, that's something I feel like definitely will like bring more replayability to this. I feel like after they do that, maybe do like some kind of other DLC. We may even get like some other story stuff. For all we know, we may get a prequel thing where we get to play as Krauser. Who knows? I mean, they got so many different ways they can go with this with more storytelling. But I feel like they may do some kind of DLC similar to like what they did with the winter expansion with Resident Evil Village, but they may just kind of keep it to where they keep the same kind of DLC, like same modes. They're gonna probably like maybe add on the same modes they had like from the original. So we got Mercenaries. Other main mode they would have to add would be Separate Ways, and then maybe from there we might get news on a Code Veronica remake. So I know that we're gonna get more Resident Evil stuff in the future. Capcom's not done with the series. Because obviously with Resident Evil 6, Resident Evil 5 and 6, kind of like were what really kind of steered the series more towards the action, like a more action focal thing, which of course can work for those who aren't really, you know, maybe they want to jump on horror games, but they want to, like, you know, I personally feel like Resident Evil 5 is like, you know, a good jumping on point for someone who wants a less scary experience, kind of like, you know, get them into like survival horror. But at the same time, Resident Evil 5 was also where the series started going. Like Resident Evil 4, 5, and 6 were definitely where the series started going towards a more action focal approach, and the horror got started getting tossed out the window. One of the things I liked about this game is that it was more scary than the original Resident Evil 4. Like, Capcom heard what people were saying about like how they were going like, you know, a different direction with it, how they went in a different direction with steering away from horror, so they actually made this one more in tune to like Resident Evil 2 and Resident Evil 3's remakes, and that they, you know, brought a lot more horror into it, made the game scarier, but still kept like that action vocal gameplay. So they really managed to balance things out here, I feel. So, I got some in my teeth, sorry about that. But whatever the case, I really want to see where they go with this next. I personally feel like the best thing they probably could do is definitely listen to the fans and give us a Code Veronica remake, but we'll just have to wait and see. Main thing I'm waiting for right now, I just can't wait for the next Resident Evil movie to come out. Like the next CGI one, Resident Evil Death Island. Like I said, that comes out this year. Can't wait for that to come out, see what they do with it. And maybe that could be a jumping on point for, maybe they could be testing the waters, like bringing Jill in. I feel like they could actually be doing that, bringing back Rebecca. Like since they brought her back in Vendetta, they could be bringing back Jill and Rebecca, maybe to test fan feedback, to see like how much fans have actually missed them. And my thing is, they should already know us fans miss Jill. You know, she was like the original, the OG protag, you know, alongside Chris. And I personally feel like, I mean, Jill's like, probably like out of all the protagonists, I love Leon, I love Chris, but Jill's always been my favorite. Usually when I play like the Resident Evil HD remaster, she's the one I play as. And my thing is, you look at the fact that when, you know, Nemesis was chasing her, she had Carlos helping her, but she didn't have any of the STARS team, you know, there with her and everything. She was taking, you know, she was being chased throughout Raccoon City by this massive, you know, this hulking bioweapon that just already, you know, like killed a few other STARS members, I believed, probably. Who knows which ones? I know he obviously killed Brad, but you had this highly intelligent, you know, zombie coming after her, and she not only managed to constantly stave it off, she actually killed it herself in the end. So Jill is like an absolutely badass protagonist. I feel they heavily underutilized, and you know, she to me goes down as one of the all-time great video game pro tags. I mean, you got Samus from Metroid, you got, you know, Lara Croft from Tomb Raider, so on and so forth. But I feel like Jill is like definitely up there with them, you know, because, you know, you look at the stuff she survived, and literally in Resident Evil 5 there was a scene where, you know, she tackled Wesker out a window just to save Chris. Chris probably would have done the same thing for her, but she is, you know, one of the biggest badasses in the Resident Evil series. And my thing is, Claire's awesome, so is Leon, you know, and everything. But I want to see a game where they put Jill back in the spotlight, because that girl needs it. That girl deserves it. So hopefully, like I said, when the CGI movie comes out in a few months, you know, this summer, hopefully maybe that's a way for Capcom to kind of test things, see like, you know, how they're actually doing it, see like how much, you know, the fans really miss Jill. And this could be a movie. I feel like, okay, they're putting her in the spotlight, or they're bringing her back in this movie. I think I've seen, like, I haven't watched the trailer. I'm actually gonna go and probably watch the trailer after I finish the stream. But I've seen like stuff in the trailer, like where it shows like Jill, like, you know, on a shooting range and everything. So it kind of feels like to me they might be trying to base this on something where maybe what it is that they're gearing this up to actually make it where Jill might definitely be like one of the top stars, pun intended, in the movie. But the only thing I'm also concerned about is that since we haven't, like, it takes place after Resident Evil 6, but before Resident Evil 7 and everything, the only thing that really concerns me is, I swear, if it comes down to it, they do this movie and Jill actually ends up dying during it, and we find out that's the reason they haven't shown her, I'm gonna be very pissed off, obviously. So I'm hoping that we're not gonna end up dealing with a situation where, like, with all the characters, you know, we have like all these main pro tags. We have Rebecca, who's the main pro tag of Resident Evil 0, Leon, who's been the main pro tag of Resident Evil 4, Resident Evil 2, which he shared that with Claire, who was the main protagonist of 3 games actually. You know, she was main pro tag of, or like one of the duo antagonist, I guess, of Resident Evil 2, and she was one of the main starring pro tags in Resident Evil Revelations 2, and of course Code Veronica. Thing about Claire is that in each game she has shared the spotlight with someone else. Like she had her own campaign in Resident Evil 2 alongside Leon's. Resident Evil Revelations 2, Barry had his own campaign as well. And then of course, like in Code Veronica, you play as Claire through like half of the game, and you play as Chris through the other. But Jill's had her own game. Chris has had his own game. I just, you know, and Leon, like, you know, he's had his own game. I just feel like, you know, it'd be nice to see, like, you know, Jill bought back, you know, and have like her own game again. And then also Rebecca, I feel, is like heavily underutilized. I'm just hoping they're not gonna like do this thing where they're putting all like these main pro tags back into, you know, in this one movie. Sorry, you know, something got caught in my throat. I think some of my throat's dry from all this talking and debate and talking about this. The main thing in the end, I'm just hoping they're not putting, you know, all these main pro tags back on the screen just to kill one of them off. Because I'd be very frustrated. Whatever the case, we'll obviously see like what happens when you know, it comes out. I'm thinking they may even actually go with, like, you know, with have like some tension between between Claire and Leon, because in Infinite Darkness, you know, the Netflix series, it basically did in like basically with Leon and Claire kind of not talking, because I think it was basically, it was something that Claire wanted, I think, for like, you know, pretty much to expose, like, it was something she basically wanted to expose something that was going on, but Leon didn't give it to her because he like was putting his duty as like the president's agent first. I think it was something that could like compromise things if he would like let her do that. So he was basically doing his. I need to go back through and watch it to remember what happened. Whatever the case, it was something that put Claire and Leon like on bad terms with each other, or more or less Claire on bad terms with Leon, because Leon basically, it was Claire got mad with Leon. Leon wasn't mad with her, and Leon basically walked off back and went back and did his job, and Claire was mad with him for it. So I'm having a feeling there probably is gonna be like something that's gonna happen with them in Death Island, where it's gonna be some tension between them. But I mainly want to watch it just to see what they're gonna do with Jill. So I think I kind of got everything out. Let's go and see like what my bonuses were if I got any, which I should have. Unload the main story, save data from a completed playthrough. You can carry over the data and start a new game. You'll be able to purchase new weapons from the merchant, but you cannot achieve the S plus rank. All right. Might as well. Well, I don't know. I'm actually gonna do this. Yeah, we're gonna put that in a separate thing because you never know. Leave that right there. Because I think like there might be. I think there was like another trophy. I believe there was one for like getting through like the thing at the end, like the jet ski portion, without getting hurt, without getting damaged. But I need to check and make sure. Anyways, this out now. Do I have anything else? All right, I'll do my job. Chapter 15, 16, 10 enemies with a submachine gun. Defeat Osmond Sadler. Yeah, I think called your small time. 10 all craft. All right, I got all the crafting recipes. All treasures indicated on the island. I knew we got that. Complete all requests from the merchant. Destroy all clockwork castellans. Complete the main store on standard mode or higher. All right. All right. We got the pinstripe outfit. Nice. That's a throwback. That was a special outfit for Leon in the original. All right, we got the primal knife. That's what I need because once I upgrade it, I can actually, it won't break. Sunglasses. Foam mask. Light cap. Professional mode has been unlocked. You can select the game mode when loading save data from a complete playthrough or when starting a new game. All right, guys. So that's basically it. I just finished that Resident Evil 4 remake. So with that done, what's gonna pretty much be happening next is I got Mickey D343. I got him a copy of turn this down just a little bit. I got him a copy, like I said at the beginning of the stream, I got Mickey D343 a copy of Demonologist off Steam. I got myself a copy as well as one for Deceptus. So hopefully we'll be able to play that for you soon. The plan is, I was talking to Mac, Mickey D343 about this. Hopefully maybe we can get Deceptus in on it. But the plan is that we're going to be playing Demonologist on Monday and probably Puppet Master alongside it. So hopefully we can maybe get Deceptus in on that. But whatever the case, Monday I'll be playing that. The plan was originally I was going to go and start on Romancevania on Monday. But I think I'm probably just going to we're just going to do that on Monday. And then afterwards, Tuesday, I'll probably start on Romancevania. If it's possible, I may do 2 streams. One for the one with Mac and Deceptus, and the other one for Romancevania. But more than likely it's going to be 1 stream because there's been so many times before I've done 2 streams in 1 day. And it's kind of burned me out at times. I'm trying to not do that as much anymore. Because that way I can make sure I'm more consistent. Because there's times I've streamed once, streamed again. Sometimes even going a whole night without sleep and then streaming a 3rd time. The next morning. I'm trying to be better about, not doing that like I used to, because that's one reason I kind of got burned out before. So, whatever the case, we're definitely going to be streaming Monday. Demonologist is definitely going to be on the table. Puppet Master is going to be more along the lines if it is that me and Mac can play it just with ourselves, and if the steps can join us. Because the way the game works is that, you can get I think 3 puppets, and then you go up against a human character. And I just need to check and see exactly what's the minimum amount of players, but it may just be we all probably just play Demonologist and then try to get something together for Puppet Master later. As much as I definitely want to do the multiplayer for that. Whatever the case, I want to say thank you to everyone who came out and hung out with me for this. I actually got done with it quicker than I thought. I thought I was gonna probably be on for about maybe 3 or 4 hours, but honestly, that last chapter was really short for the most part. If anything, both chapters were actually very short. But whatever the case, next stream will be on Monday. Until next one, Rogues, thank you guys for coming out. Much love to you. If you aren't following me on Twitch or YouTube, deeply appreciate it if you did. And I'll see you guys in the next one on Monday where we're going to be diving into Remnant. I don't know where'd Remnant come from. The word Remnant just popped in my head. Whatever the case. Probably just from rambling too much. Either way, Demonologist on Monday. I'll see you guys then. Much love to you. You guys stay safe. And I'll see you guys then. Thanks for watching my stream. If you like my content and want to see more, be sure to follow me and hit that notification bell. You can also find me on Instagram and join my Guilded server to hang out and join in on occasional movie nights. If you're an aspiring streamer, my website contains a collection of over a dozen completely free text guides with advice to help you out. Sections dedicated to proper networking, the importance of channel panels, handling dead air, and many other topics. You can find a link to my website on my Twitch and YouTube channels. See you guys next time.